Hi all, welcome back to Watch Jenny guys, this is Elvin. This will be a quick video about the Blancpain 50 Fathoms with the with Swatch. So I think my take on this and how this compares to the Omega Moonswatch is number one, Blancpain 50 Fathoms, while it's a very famous, well-known watch for watch geeks out there, the first dive watch possibly ever made, I don't think in terms of brand clout, brand knowledge, brand equity, Blancpain as a brand is nowhere near the Omega Speedmaster brand. So I don't think in terms of the hype, it will be close to the same. That's number one. Number two, I think in terms of the price, at about $400 US, it's quite a lot steeper than the Omega Moonswatch. So just think on that alone, that in itself will not be a cause. I don't think it's as much as a gateway drug or gateway price as a watch. Compared to the Omega Moonswatch. I mean, $200 for the Omega Moonswatch versus $400 for a Swatch. I think Swatch watches wise, $400 US seems to be quite a bit more expensive, even though it's an automatic movement. So I think that in itself will be an inhibiting factor for the 50 Fathoms, number one. So I think another point to also note that while I do understand this is not quartz, this is an automatic movement System 51, but I do have to say that System 51 watches are typically priced in around the $200 US range anyway. Alright, I think 180 to $200 US range. So to pay double of that for a bioceramic case, which is meh, and a sort of a colorful case, doesn't seem to be the strongest motivator to me, at least. So from that regard, I somehow am quite doubtful that it will be equally as hyped up. But obviously, I think for most people, I think the sense I get is that most people will just get one, maybe two tops. And it's not going to be as much as a gateway drug, I think, gateway watch as the Omega Moonswatch. And maybe one more thing to also maybe mention is that it is quite chunky, 44mm. And 14.5 millimeters, so it's quite a bit thicker. It's obviously a dive watch. It needs to be thicker than a regular watch per se, but I think dive watch versus chronograph, I think chronograph is usually a bit more exciting. But for this chronograph and this is just a dive watch with or without a date, maybe just quite a bit less exciting. So that rounds up my opinion on the 50 Fathoms. If you want to know my pick, I think this is a win. This is a win, the optic. But in terms of what I feel visually most pleasing, will be this one. I think this is most visually pleasing, if you ask me. If you really want to know, this is most visually pleasing. So for those of you who are getting this watch, or getting any of these Blancpain watches, good luck, all the best. May the odds ever be in your favor. But to be honest, don't rush for it. Wait a few months till you get it. $400 US, save your money. Yeah, cool. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to keep watching Jelly, guys. Cheers. Bye bye. I'll be signing out.